because we're live right now. Get on. Let's go. All right, what's up, guys? All right, so, woo, here we go. This is the episode of episodes.
This is the one.
If you guys have not noticed, 2 weeks ago, Ashley V was in the building with us as a guest for a guest appearance. And guess what, guys? She is back for a short run with us. She's going to be with us for about 7 episodes. And we're going to do some deep dives on some very powerful topics. And tonight, we're going to actually dive into something that's been on a lot of people's minds. And it's been a question for the ages. And that's, are we alone? You know, is alien life out there? Are we the only thing floating around in this vast universe, or are we surrounded by life? So that's what we're going to tap into tonight. You guys go ahead and get this shared up. Hope you got your popcorn. If you're into it like we into it, I hope you got your notebooks, because we're going in. So, guys, how you feeling about tonight's episode?
Excited.
Yeah, it's going to be fun.
My favorite topic.
Me too. All right, so where do we begin? That's a good question. I want you guys to also know, whoever's watching this right now, this is all organic conversation, no rehearsal. And we chose that for a reason, because we want to make sure that this is a natural flowing conversation and not something robotic. You know what I mean? But from everything I've seen, aliens have been here since the beginning of time.
We are aliens.
Exactly. I'm so glad you said that, because well, you shot right for the hip. Because I was waiting for some big dramatic moment. We are aliens. But no, that is so true. So let's build on that. And then we'll talk about the different things. So when you say we are the aliens, what do you mean by that? And then I want to tell you my perspective on it. And Donnie, you share your perspective on it, and let's build off of that.
So I believe that we all have ET DNA inside of us. And I believe that a lot of it is dormant. And I also believe that, like what they're doing with the vaccines and all the chemicals in the food and stuff, they're trying to keep that dormant so we don't connect to our ET superhuman abilities. I feel like all cultures have different ET energy in them as well. So I feel like it depends on like where you come from and your ancestor line and all of that. But I think that we are just like a big mixture of different kinds of ET energy.
I'm kind of on the same plane, because, through studying, genetics, like scientists have said, there's part of our DNA, they just don't know where the hell the shit came from. You know what I mean? It's not even found anywhere else on the earth, like in any other, genetic sequences. With that being said, also another thing that I was thinking about, because like today I was just spending some time like really trying to like, meditate on what we're going to talk about tonight, to see like what I could pull. One of the things that came up for me was the fact that, I don't know, a lot of people don't know this, because I say this to people and they're like, what are you talking about? But at one point in time, there were over 21 different species of humans on this planet. You know what I mean? And now when we look around and we see Homo sapiens everywhere, it's like, how did this happen? Did all of those other species of humans die off by, natural selection? Or, you know what I mean, were we genetically modified with the DNA of, aliens, which I subscribe to, which obviously made us the selected race to continue into the future. And, those other 20, 21.
Dang, that's deep.
Didn't make it. You know what I mean?
That's
But it's so clear when you look at how, our makeup and the things that we engage in, we're so separate than everything else on this planet.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We're so separate than everything else on this planet. And I don't want to touch on Mars yet, but I feel like that's a big dot that can be connected.
Yo, they're getting some good images coming out of Mars too lately.
Well, I don't know if you've seen, did you watch that video I sent you about the Mars?
With the Galactic Federation of Light and
and how they're underground and all that shit. Did you guys know that? I don't know, I didn't send this, but they said 4 billion years ago, Mars was just like Earth, like ocean, atmosphere, all that shit. You know what I mean? And what came up for me is this. I was watching this movie, Time Machine. You guys seen that before? No. All right. So you know what's crazy about the movie Time Machine? He's like from like the 1920s or whatever. His wife dies. He tries to go back in the past to save her. He can't do it, so he decides to go to the future to try to figure out why he can't change the past. What happens is he goes 80,000 years into the future, but
Yeah.
what it shows is that civilization builds up to this grand technology type of thing. You know what I mean? And then it's destroyed and it goes back to primitive. So when he gets 80,000 years in the future, they're so primitive, they have no idea that these things existed before. And I feel like that's us, and we have no idea of number one, where we came from. You know what I mean? Because I don't think we originated here. And then also, we have no idea of um, who was at hand in our creation.
Yeah.
Ooh, so you're saying like we're like the something happened and we're the leftovers of what happened, but we have no idea. Yeah, that's crazy, man.
Well, if we talk about see, don't let me just you guys interrupt me because I'll just keep talking. Well,
so it was like, you think Earth was the safe away planet from Mars when Mars was dying?
Well, actually, did you guys? Well, you guys say something. I'm gonna keep talking, man.
All right. So, like, I heard that the reptilians came here and Earth was all water, and then they used their technology and they created the land from their technology that they had, and then the humanoids came here and they just started fighting and going battling with each other, because what the reptilians would do, and then some of the Syrians would do, is because the whole story behind the Death Star and Star Wars, that's Syrians. They had like really good weapons of war, and then the reptilians were really great at manipulation, so they teamed up in the universe and they just started fucking with all the humanoids because the humanoids were just too benevolent. They didn't know how to fight.
Yep.
So
I think that would definitely happen right now if we ever had an attack from space.
Right now, that's why I tell people, like, you need to fucking like stand up for yourself. You need to be confident. You need to be strong, because I feel like they're trying to make people too docile. That's the whole like emasculating men thing going on right now. They don't want men to be protectors of the planet, you know?
Yeah.
So if men start getting in tune with their natural primal abilities again, which is happening because there's so much activation on the planet, and then women start getting in tune with their natural spiritual abilities and they come together, I mean, we'll be unstoppable. But all the programming going on the planet now, it's a lot of mind control to keep us down so we don't fight back when there is a reveal of something that we may not like. So, and I've also heard that I've heard about Mars before, but that's just like one theory. You know what I mean? We don't know what's true, but to me that resonates. I feel like when I read that, I was like, oh shit, that makes a lot of sense. But
there's a lot of parallels when it comes to monolithics that are here on the Earth, like structures that are found in Egypt, as far as like the pyramids and how they're laid out, and then also in reference to the Sphinx. There's a spot on Mars which is called Sidonia, and at Sidonia, there's actually 3 pyramids in the same exact alignment, and a Sphinx that is actually the same proportion distance from the pyramids that are here on the Earth. So it's almost like they replicated it. You know what I mean? From what was up there, they built it again down here. What was that? I was just about to say something. Oh, okay. So I think another important thing we gotta dive into, because we're just getting warmed up, but the dimensional aspect, because I saw something that was pretty crazy, and it said that, you know, as humans, like with everything that we see, like I can see your couch, Donnie, I can see your hat, we can see our headphones, we can see each other, we can see everything that's around us, right? Everything that we experience or everything that we can visually see only accounts for 0.0035 of all things that are in existence. You know what I mean? Which means that we're surrounded right now by 99 point whatever percent of shit that we can't even conceptualize because our eyes can't pick it up, because we can't see those spectrums of light. You know what I mean? So when we talk about dimensionals, when we talk about even like some of the ancients called them like people of light or children of light, and all this light. You know, maybe these beings are, you know, the illumination we're not able to see because our eyes can only perceive certain, you know, strands of light or certain things of light. Larry Green said 4th dimension. Yeah. Oh, you know what? I wanted to build on the 4th dimension, but this isn't alien based, so I want to come back to it a little bit after though.
Hey Jay, is this what you were talking about right here? My webcam.
Let me see. Let me see if I can build yours up. Oh, hold on. Oh, it's your webcam. It's kind of small, so I can't see it too much.
All right, one sec.
Is that on Mars?
Yeah.
It might be. It might be the one.
Is that
let me
is
get
that
on this.
better? Actually, you know what? Let me try to hold on. Let me just try to bring the photo into this.
All right. So what is number one? Let's answer the question. Are aliens real? I believe that you got to say yes. I don't understand how someone could say no.
I don't know
You know
how
what I
anyone
mean?
can say no.
Yeah, I mean, yo, the mathematics on it is ridiculous. I was researching it. It said there's 400 billion stars in our galaxy. Each one of those stars has at least one planet that circle it, right? And then 1 out of 6 of those planets are hospitable for life, like have the conditions to hold life. So that's like billions of possibilities for life. When people be like, "Nah, we're the only thing."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but are we wasting our time waiting for something to reveal itself if it's already here?
Well, the thing about it is that it's not about us waiting for something to reveal itself. It's about us having the awareness to recognize ourselves. Because, like how we talked about earlier, we are the aliens.
Yeah.
Everybody's looking out there like, yo, we're waiting for like some spaceship to land and be like, we coming here or something like shit like that. But it's like once we deep dive into like who we actually are and our origins, then we'll connect with the fact that we came here. Like we didn't originate here. You know what I mean? Like we
I
came.
think that's part of the problem is they don't want us to go into our origins. They want us to continue to argue and fight about things that like make no sense. That's why like half the shit that's going on is just such a distraction. It doesn't make any sense because they're trying to distract us from the real truth, which has a lot to do with the awakening. And like you said before, with the beings of light that we can't see, a lot of them are ET galactic energies coming forth. And then you also have the other ones in the fourth dimension that are like the lower frequency energies, that those are the ones that are more manipulative and trying to really bring in that energy that's keeping us from our truth.
Yeah. Well, it makes sense though. I mean,
let me see what this says. My boy Larry wants to get in with us. Yo, but that's dope. We could show people's comments on it. I didn't even know that. He said it's already here. Yeah. So let me touch on this because this takes me back to our last episode when you was talking about how when you tap into when you were tapping into like the energy grid, you was coming in contact with this artificial like this AI energy. You know what I mean? Let me get your thoughts on this because I'm not really sure what to make of it, but I have a somewhat of an idea. But I came across something that was saying that the gray aliens aren't actual like full-fledged biological beings. Like they're part AI, and they do like the long traveling, and they do like the work of the more what's the word, like sophisticated races or beings in the universe. Have you heard anything like that?
Oh yeah, I mean, if you ever like connect with grays, which I don't recommend, but their energy is so it's just so there's no personality, there's no soul, there's no individualism. So to me, that's always like a sign of something that is being controlled. And they have like a hive mentality. So a lot of times when people in the spiritual community connect with grays, a lot of them will show up at once.
I know a couple of people like that.
Yeah. But I honestly feel like they're humans in the future that didn't ascend. And I feel like that's what all these vaccines are for. And I don't even want to keep saying that word because I feel like we'll probably get banned if I keep saying that.
Allegedly.
Yeah. But
let's call them Skittle Bops.
Yeah.
When you say Skittle Bops, we'll know what you're talking about.
I feel like that's why they're doing all that shit, is to keep us from our light and to make us more into an AI species.
Yeah.
They want us to merge with the AI. That is the ultimate goal. Because when you merge with the AI, you're disconnected from your soul. Like you don't have, everyone on this planet has a connection. We have free will right now. We have the choice to connect to our soul, but they want to make it so we don't.
So we connect to the AI because everybody's so connected to this thing. It's like this is like a part of you. Like if you leave your house and you like, oh shit, where's my phone? oh snap, you know what I mean? Or your phone dies, you feel like you died, like you know what I mean? Like your battery's low, you're like, damn, like your battery gets low. So they really got us immersed with this technology.
Right.
You know what I mean? And then even right now we got like Neuralink. I don't know if you guys heard of that, but it's basically they want to connect computers to your actual brain,
Mm-hmm.
and how you function and stuff like that. But that's interesting that you said that there might be humans from the future, because that's another thing that I came across, is that they could be time travelers, and that's why they don't interact with us in such an open way, because it could disturb the time continuum.
Right. And they have no gender either. Do you know that?
Yeah. So what's well, I don't know if we want to go down there, but what's up with that?
They have no sexual organs.
That's because everybody got so offended. They just started melting away.
Yeah, they are from the future.
They are from. It all makes sense now, for real.
Yeah, they can't procreate. That's why they abduct humans. Because
You know how to find out where they are? Just ask them if they know what Mr. Potato Head is.
Yo, that's crazy. You said, yeah, they can't procreate.
Mm-hmm.
I saw some shit today where they were saying that this lady was saying she got abducted.
Mm-hmm.
They took her in a spaceship. They artificially inseminated her. Then they came back, took the fetus out, and she saw where they were growing all these like hybrids.
They can't procreate, and I feel like their race is dying. So they're kind of like, it's kind of like that. It's like a hive, like ant kind of mentality of like, we just got to stay alive, so we got to do anything that we can. There's a lot of different theories about the Greys. I mean, a lot of people think that the Greys work for the reptilians too. They're kind of like their bitches. But to me, again, that makes sense of like they're humans in the future that did not choose free will. They chose to follow. They chose to follow the system of the AI. And I feel like the system of the AI is created by more benevolent beings like them. So
yeah, my boy.
I'm telling people, like, you have a choice. Like, stop following all the bullshit. Like, do what you want. Like, what can stop that is really like loving yourself and connecting deeper in yourself. You won't be able to merge with the AI.
Yep. But self-love is so far away from a lot of people because the programming is so heavy. Like, for me personally, like, I like to watch movies, but I kind of can't really enjoy them because I just see all the programming and that's in it. You know what I mean? It's kind of like, wow, they doing that. Oh wow, I see what they're doing there. Like, you know what I mean? Let's catch up on some of these comments because we got a shitload of comments. Let's see. We're gonna go back. We're gonna read through some of these real quick. If I don't get to all of them, I do apologize. Let me just start here. Sounds like some people I know. Oh, that's what who's that? Lindsay Oliveira said that. Wow, I said laugh out loud. Kids have meltdowns over not having their phones. Yes, facts. They are in Hollywood. Hollywood is always showing us the future. What they're doing is desensitizing us. So when they actually do come out with whatever it is that they need to present to us, we're so used to it that we're able to still stay in line with whatever they're trying to move us towards. You know what I mean? He said, I think the aliens created us and used Earth as a place to house human beings and use humans as workers on their planets. And when we fulfilled the work, they let us stay on Earth as a reward and didn't think we would survive. Well, that goes back to the story of the Anunnaki. So they say the Anunnaki came here looking for gold, and then when they came here, they actually brought their own race of beings to do the work. You seen the video, right? Yeah. But then they ended up taking the primates that were here, splicing their genes with them, and then creating what we are right now. You know what I mean? Let me see. Elon Musk, he said, trying to put chips in chip brains so they can speak and understand us. Self-love will protect us from all forms.
I feel like they already can understand. Well, they can kind of speak to us. I mean, they're teaching chimps how to do sign language and all that.
Yeah, I just think of that movie, Planet of the Apes. I don't like that shit.
Oh man,
yo, that shit freaked me out when the dude was standing there and then the monkey was like, "No!" I was like, "Oh shit!" Like, yo, this shit just got real.
Yeah,
for real. That shit hit me into the core because I'm like, yo, that's some real deal shit. All right, so that's for the comments.
Every time I think of the future, I always think of like that movie with Will Smith, with all like the zombie stuff, but not like the zombie part. I'm thinking of like you're just gonna be like going through New York City as like in the jungle of New York City.
No, that's not gonna be our future. Don't manifest that shit.
I don't know.
What about the CDC putting out a warning against a zombie apocalypse? Do you see that?
Really?
that a real thing?
Well, it could actually. Well, it depends. Now, this could take us a little bit to the left, but I'm fine to go there. I'm fine to go there. But I know in certain Caribbean areas, they have what they call like zombies, right? But basically, what they say is that there's two parts to the human soul. There's our soul that gives us like personality and things of that nature, and then there's another part of our soul that just keeps us animated, allows us to move, allows us to function. And I guess what they say what happens is that they remove the part of the soul that gives personality, and those people become slaves to those individuals because they're just animated without any personality, without that other portion of their soul, and they actually call them people zombies. You know what I mean? So hey, they might be onto something. Maybe all these vaccine people are gonna turn into the Walking Dead. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't like that thing. I got a bad feeling about it. You know.
So apparently, on the CDC website, there's a guide to zombie apocalypse.
Yeah.
It's going down. It's going down. It is going down. I need to get a drink. All right, so we know that the aliens are real. Let's go through a timeline.
Well, let's talk about why some people would think they're not real. I think this is important. Like, this is what I teach a lot in my courses. So there's two reasons why people don't think they're real. Number one, fear.
Yep.
Right? Because, like, humans are so afraid of not being at the top of the food chain, which we're not, because there's aliens that definitely eat us. I hate to tell you. But there are some that do. And then they also, what aliens, a lot of ETs or advanced energies do is they ingest energy. So they ingest through like benevolent beings will ingest through good energy. So good vibes. That's why, what was Dr. Stephen Greer doing when he was calling in the ETs? I forgot what they call it, but it's a certain form of like meditation when they call in the benevolent ETs.
Well, I don't know.
Okay, whatever.
Yeah, you got me lost on that one.
Okay, I'll try to find it.
Okay.
But they won't come in if anyone's afraid. So if there's one person in the group that is scared, the benevolent ETs won't come forth. Because they don't want to create any fear because they know that benevolent beings will feed off of that. That's how cautious they are with connecting with humans. And then the malevolent beings love to create fear and chaos because that's what they ingest. And then I was reading before about how a lot of ETs, negative ones, will go right to the adrenal gland because I guess that we exert some sort of stench or smell when we're really afraid, and
we're terrified. That's what dogs react to. That's why they're like, if you see a dog, don't act scared because you'll give off that. I think they call it pheromone or something like that.
Yeah,
you can smell the fear. You know
yeah, and that's what they like to ingest. So a lot of times, like people have said that they'll torture people before they kill them because they like to ingest that energy. And then the other reason why people don't believe in ETs is the programming is to make it seem like it's ridiculous. So like that, those are the two main reasons: is the fear. And you know, and the fear is understandable. And then the other reason is it's agenda setting in the media. So basically, the way the media will tell a story will project certain emotions on humans and make them have that belief. So, for instance, I think it was in 2010 or 2011. I don't know if anyone ever seen this, but do you remember when supposedly a spaceship crashed in Russia and they found the body of an ET? Okay. And then they said it was an alien. Somebody made it in the Russian tundra and it was a chicken and bread. So if you look up this alien, it legit looks like a dead alien, but they were like, oh no, they made it with chicken and bread. And then they were like, the news reporters were laughing about it. And I was like, oh my God, this is so fucked up. So I was actually in college at the time and I was a communications major and I was because I studied the media and I was telling one of my professors about it and she goes, oh, that's agenda setting. So it's the way that somebody will present a story and it will manipulate your emotions towards your belief on it.
Yeah. Yep.
So that is what the media does with aliens. So like even when you watched the one with Will Smith, why am I drawing a blank with that?
Yeah, I can't think of it either.
Well, I Am Legend?
The guy.
I Am Legend. That's what it is. Yeah.
No. Independence Day.
Oh, okay. Yep.
Remember the guy that got abducted by aliens? Who played him? Fuck, I don't remember actors' names, but they all made
Guy
fun
from
of him.
Jurassic Park. No, it wasn't him that got abducted, right?
No, it was the guy that was in the what the fuck is his name? He's a famous actor. Remember he got abducted? Did you ever watch Independence Day?
I did watch it, but it's been so long. I can't
No,
I can't pull it up.
no, it wasn't Will Smith. But anyways, he got abducted, and then everyone in the show was like making fun of him the whole time. And then the aliens came, and he was like, "See, I fucking told you." And then he actually was just he fucking killed himself at the end because he just flew a spaceship right into their craft. And I don't know, but like that's always the thing is like it's some hillbilly, and that's what they made him out to be, some hillbilly that got abducted, and like nobody believed him. And that's like always the story. It's just some like backwards hillbilly out in He's the bumfuck that got abducted by aliens. Nobody
On a
believed.
dark country road.
Yeah, yeah,
Nobody was around. Light shined over the F-150.
yeah,
It is, yeah. It really is always like somewhere where like nobody is. Like
yeah.
it's
But
never
that-
like New
that
York
makes sense,
City or
Right.
like Providence or anything. It's like, oh yeah, 50 miles off a beaten trail.
Mhm.
One guy in his front porch saw it coming down, and
Well, there was one dude, man, I forget his name, but it was in the 60s. He said that a craft landed in his driveway, and a being got out with like a cup and asked him for like something to drink. You know what I'm talking about? You guys, all right, let me go through this. Let me go through this. So the shit landed, the shit opened up. The guy was like, "Yo, these like 3-foot dudes got out." Came up to him with a cup. He went in his house. He filled it up for them with water. Brought it
yeah,
back. And then
I'm sure.
they gave him like for real. Let me go through it. They gave him like this little cracker thing. It looked like a saltine or something. I guess it was like their food source, but they gave it to him. You know what I mean? Now the shit about it is like when he reported the story, they took that saltine. Well, I can't even call it saltine because they took the whatever the food was and they examined it in a laboratory. And what they found is that that piece of food had 0 traces of sodium in it. And everything on Earth has sodium traces. Like, it
Really?
has traces of sodium. Yeah, the shit had 0 sodium in it. Like nothing. They couldn't find any trace of sodium.
What
So-
did they look like?
I don't want to make up what he said, but he said they look like little men, like 3 feet tall.
Like,
Maybe you know what? Maybe I can find it and we'll pull it up on the screen. I think that
Yeah,
might
it was Randy Quaid, by the way.
Is that who you? Oh, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, all right.
But he
So,
always
yeah.
was like the white trash dude. Like,
Yeah. He was like a little hillbilly dude. Yep. But yeah, the little cracker thing, they found no sodium traces in it. I saw that on what the hell was I watching? Ancient Aliens, when that joint popped up. But yeah, it's always on them country roads. But a lot of that too has to do with that friggin' animal mutilation. What's that all about? Because I see a lot of times they not only mutilate the animals, but the thing about it is like every time they find one of these things, there's no blood in them at all. Like all of the blood is sucked completely out of them.
mhm.
That's because they're chickens.
I
You
don't
said
know. I don't know. I think it's just they use a lot of the that's why they abduct a lot of animals and people. It's just like for experiments to see like how they can maneuver the DNA. I don't know why farm animals though, but
It seems to be some sort of fascination with the blood.
mm,
You know what I mean? Like I don't know, the blood probably doesn't. Well, actually, we can go down this road. But yeah, it seems to be a fascination with the blood because even the ancient cities like the Mayans and all those people, when certain aliens like the reptilians came here and posed as gods, they would have them sacrifice
mm.
people to them. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Or
that's
even-
different though. Like sacrifice is different than draining an energy of blood.
Mm.
You know what I mean? Like I feel like them draining the blood is more for scientific use. Sacrificing, that's a whole nother thing. That's food.
That's more
Yeah.
like
That's
okay.
like yeah, we're gonna eat now.
It's crazy
Nah.
how every time we talk about aliens, it's like especially on TV, all we do is like bring them to a room and like cut them open.
Mm.
Like that's our first thought is like let's see what's inside. Like not like try to figure out anything else. Like let's just see what's inside of them.
I feel like all of that shit is bullshit because I know that we're in what's the word? We have contracts with these
Oh
people.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like there's no way they're just out there and we're here. And we have no
No,
idea.
I feel like the government is like, okay, you can go here and you can abduct people here. Like, I really feel like they've made contracts. That's probably why they're like, yeah, go fuck with these people here because nobody's gonna believe them.
For real. and there'll be nobody around to like.
Yeah.
They got a cut of the stimulus package too.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah, they did. Let's go back to some of these comments. So, what do you guys think? Drop a comment.
I sent you that article, by the way, Jay.
Which one?
From ancient.
Food of the gods.
Oh, did you ever hear of the chupacabra?
Yeah, that's down in Mexico, right?
Yeah, so supposedly they're a species of ET that likes to drain blood, like a vampire energy. Like they just drain the blood out of the animals. That's how they eat. But I also think that the Greys are draining blood out because of scientific experiments.
Well, that makes sense. Like how you said, if they can't reproduce, they're probably trying to figure out, how to get back to a productive state.
Right.
I'm trying to move this thing out the way, but it won't.
I mean, that's the problem. Is there's so many different species. Like.
So how many species?
A lot.
Would you?
I don't know. A lot.
You don't know. I know. I can imagine.
There's got to be like hundreds, thousands of them.
Yep. One of the things that pop up for me, and I think this plays a part in like people willing to like consider aliens as a possibility of like even visiting the Earth, is that everything in space seems so unattainable because of the distance. You know what I mean? Because it seems so far away. But if we look at what the ancients would call stargates, you know what I mean, which are the wormholes. You know what I mean? Rather than moving forward and backwards in space, they were moving in and out of space. So it was like from here to light years away in a fucking second.
That's what I do when I do meditations and activations with people. I open up portals.
You just travel that will.
Oh yeah, and we go places. Like people in the rooms especially when I do them with groups, they're like, "Yeah, I saw the same thing that this person saw." You know,
that's crazy.
So who are the elves? Have you heard of these people?
Elves.
Yeah, because there's some people that do these DMT. It's like they call it Oscawana or something. They do it like down.
The elf people.
Yeah, they say they go into the woods and they contact these elves and they plant.
Yeah, I mean, all right. So like, there's a lot of different beings. So when I was watching Ancient Aliens the other day, they were talking about the Norse gods, and they were saying how the dwarves who made a lot of the Norse gods' tools and things like that were comparing them to gray aliens, and I'm like, no, they're fucking not. Dwarves are elemental energies. Like when I think of elves, they're elemental, so they're in a different dimension. They're not necessarily in outer space. I mean, they could be. They could live on a different planet, but it's a different energy. So, like, I think that's the problem with how there's so much misinformation and, like, not being able to read energy, because I've connected with that kind of energy through meditation. It's totally different than galactic energy.
So should we be looking into the universe or should we be looking into ourselves?
I feel like everything.
This question.
I feel like everything. And I feel like when people do ayahuasca, I feel like you might, I mean, obviously you're going through like wormholes and shit, but with those elves, I feel like to me, intuitively, I feel like there's something that they live in the planet. So I believe in the hollow earth theory that there's actually beings that live in the planet.
Nah, I do too.
Like, and there's movies too where you're watching them, and a lot of the elves and shit, they live underground. Like they're still here. And there was a movie I was watching not too long ago. I don't remember what it was.
That's some scary shit. Why are we talking about that?
Like you turn on a movie and you're like, oh, I'm gonna watch this. It was like one of those, and then I completely forgot what it was. But they lived underground, and then the humans were above ground, and I was like, yeah, that makes a lot of sense to me.
There was a clown that did that too. We saw how that ended.
Yeah, pedophile.
But where you at, Donnie? Because I know last time we talked, you said you believe, you kind of don't, like you believe a little bit more. Like where you at personally with because the aliens are about to show up.
I mean, are they? Because they said in that video we're not ready yet.
Wait, what? Oh yeah, they actually did, for real. But no, the fake aliens are gonna come first, though. You know what I mean? Like they're gonna hit us with like. Well, someone told me that there was some alien invasion or some shit. You guys hear anything about that?
I heard something about Canada. Is that what you're talking about?
I don't even know. Actually, Wob, you still in the building? Wob might be in here. He's the one who told me that he asked me if I heard about some alien invasion that took place. But I feel like they gotta hit us with some sort of alien shit. Man.
So what I'm trying to figure out, right, is I'm on the fence, but I'm leaning towards more like they're real. A lot more, I should say, not on the fence. What's
making you lean more towards? I'd like to know, because I believed in them since I was like, I can't even imagine the thought of not believing in them.
So all right. So what makes me believe in them, right, is that looking at it as someone that doesn't, you know, get as deep as like you or Jay or someone like that. They don't look at things that way. It's like if they weren't real, the government would have just came out and said, no, they're not real.
Mhm.
Not like, like they wouldn't be a stimulus bill that has the potential to find out what's out there. Like, come on. I mean, and like we've had so many presidents and people go like rogue, not rogue, but like, you know what I mean? Like they could easily just come out and say, yeah, they're real, or no, they're not real. Like, just stop talking about it. It's not real. It's not a thing. But we don't. And then like, I don't know. It's just weird. Like Eli Musk really hasn't really said like confirmed or denied,
Mhm.
and he's out there. And he's not a government official. He's a private contractor.
So wait, he hasn't confirmed or denied it?
I don't think.
He's actually he hasn't hardcore denied it, but he's like, oh, I just haven't seen any proof. But I'm like, just I don't know, Elon.
But that sounds like a paid off answer.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not like, oh no, like listen, this is the
Like,
scientific
don't say
fact. Like,
anything.
this guy is the smartest guy in the freaking world. He's
World.
creating rockets and he's up in space constantly. He
Yeah.
sent the freaking Tesla car to space that has a camera on it running 24/7. And he's just like, oh, I haven't seen anything. Like, what kind of answer is that? Like, you couldn't give me like no, well, this is why. Like, so it's just hard in all these years and all these secrets. It's like, why do we have so many secrets? Why can't just someone just be like, hey, Area 51, here's photos of what's inside. See, this isn't.
They got to protect their structure. That's why.
But I understand that, but like, you don't have to show exactly how you get into this certain room. But they could be like, hey, here's a walkthrough of one hallway. But they can't even do that. So it's like, what are you actually hiding?
You know what one of the bigger problems is? Religion.
That's what I was just gonna say.
Yeah, religion blocks the hell out of it.
Problem.
Yeah, because back in the day, if you said you believed in aliens, they would burn you fucking alive. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but how strong is religion right now?
I mean, there's still a lot of very religious people.
I mean, I get there's a ton of religious people, but like, I'm talking like, it's like fading out. I feel
it is, but I feel like
enough that like the answer would come out. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think that would protect it anymore in today's society.
Pope say that he believes in aliens or something like a couple years ago.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it only makes sense. I mean, if even just take Jesus. If Jesus came from somewhere other than this planet, then he's an alien.
Well, I believe that he did.
You know what I mean? But I mean, even their teachings say that he did, so that would make him an alien.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then a lot of the stories that are in the Bible are like extraterrestrial stories. Like, you know what I mean? Like these angels came from the sky. Okay, that makes them aliens. Like, you know what I mean?
Oh, I think I 100% think Eli Musk was threatened and paid off not to say anything.
Oh yeah,
100%, because he's a private contractor. He's not hired by the government. He works with us, like with the government, but not for the government. So it's not like he's sworn. Like, he doesn't unless he was sworn secrecy and all this.
Well,
that's what I'm saying.
He was given permission to play as long as he plays by the rules. I mean, I don't care how many you have. You can't just pick up and say, "Yo, I'm gonna build these rockets and we're gonna go to Mars." Then we like, "Yo, you sit your ass down. You're not going nowhere." Like, you know what I mean? We got to talk first. Like,
so, like, from the other side of the fence, right? I saw a documentary about something about Area 51, and I can't. It's been so. This was like 3 years ago. I watched it. This has been a while, but I think I was telling you about this, Jay. The guy. So they were bringing aircrafts in for Area 51 to do flight tests on the top layer, if I should say, because I don't know how far it goes down, but what like their show is what they do, the airplanes and stuff on top. So they were secretly bringing these things in, and they had to like cover them up so that you couldn't see what kind of craft it was. And I watched this 3 years ago, but the guy was talking about years and years and years ago how he did this. And he said, they had to like pull over and get fuel or something, and they were like, "Oh, where you heading?" He's like, "Oh, Area 51." And he's like, "Oh, what are you hauling?" And the guy jokingly said, "Oh, UFOs." And he said that's how the tradition started, as this is what we're bringing in here, blah, blah, blah. Now, I don't believe that this one guy started the whole alien thing, because this has been going on for years. But I mean, was it a scare tactic? Now, this is just me speaking from the other side, not. So was it a scare tactic to say, yes, these aliens are real, Area 51 is aliens, blah blah blah, to get people scared so that we weren't investigating our military plan.
It's misdirection. So the key point to any good trick is misdirection. You know what I mean? So it's like, look over here, and while you're looking over here, they're doing something over here. So
Yeah.
with,
I 100% believe.
yeah, the thing about Area 51 is like, could it have been something? Yes, but as soon as it becomes public knowledge, whatever was going on there was shut down and moved wherever else it needed to go.
So I also saw this thing, right? And you just brought it back up when you said misdirection. So the government paid $4 billion to build this facility for nuclear defensive. It was open for 1 day, shut down.
Now I wonder if it had to do with what you sent.
But it's way off guard. It's in North Dakota.
Because there's multiple
$4 billion, huh? What a
$4 billion. It opened 1 day and shut down.
damn.
You know how many times UFOs dismantle nuclear weapons?
Let me try to what's that?
No, I said, you know how many times UFOs have shown up?
Oh yeah.
I saw that thing.
Yeah. They got to protect us from our damn self. We're trying to blow up their whole little.
Yeah, they're sick of our shit. They fucking had it.
This is their ant farm, yo. They got to keep us in check. For real. While you're doing that, let me catch up on some of these comments. Let's see. We got so many comments. Let's see. Bob said people got a fixed mindset, 100%. Sure. Oh, okay. So hold on. We got somebody on the opposite side of the fence. And this is actually my Uncle Richard. He said, aliens don't exist. It's a distraction from one thing that does. God and the truth of how life was created, why it was created, and why it will end. So this is you know what I mean, that is the religious stance that a lot of people hold. You know what I mean? They think that the aliens aren't real. Some people say
I don't understand that, because if there's different cultures of humans, why wouldn't there be different species of living intelligent beings, you know?
I think it stems from the beginning when early religion had us believe that everything revolved around the earth. Like we were the center of everything. You know what I mean? And by the time we figured out that we revolved around the sun and we belong to this galaxy and there's trillions of galaxies and all of that, that was already so burnt into our mind. You know what I mean? It just was the way it was. Like we were God's, we were so special, and God created us and he just put us on this earth. And once he was done with us, he didn't really care about the rest of the universe. No need to put anything out there. You know what I mean? Those are just lights and rocks floating around. But you know what I mean? So I think that's what starts that. He said religion is one of many tools that divide, control, and distract. That was Jessica.
I believe
said he can do whatever he wants in space. No one has a right or owns any parts of space. Oh, they actually do, my guy. Space is owned for sure. Let's see. Heidi said, "Hello, Ashley. I don't know. Are you in the chat box?
Yeah, I'm just waiting for you to read all the comments.
Oh, okay. I'm doing the work. Wait,
so I have a photo of that facility. You're gonna find this very interesting.
Okay,
really?
let's see.
Let's pull it up.
Donnie Donuts is screen joined.
What the hell? Nah, this ain't real, is it?
Yes.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I swear to God, that's the first thing I said. I'm like, what the hell?
I swear.
That's it.
Oh my God, dude.
That just gave me chills, yo.
I swear. It's in North Dakota. Hold on. I'll find the name of it.
There? We need to go on a field trip.
Facts, because that looks like a replica of some shit from somewhere else.
That's what I'm saying.
Right?
Those look like fucking elevators. That was gonna take me.
Wow, that's crazy.
Hold on. I'm gonna find the actual like web page for it, so it's legit.
Oh my God, I can't.
Oh, I actually Google Worlds. You know how you can like do the 3D zoom and stuff.
Yeah.
I looked at this is a real place.
Yo, where's this at?
That's like
North Dakota.
North Dakota.
That was a pyramid.
Yeah,
for real. What the hell? Yo, that's crazy. But talking about religion, let's go back to that, because I think there's some things we could touch on when it comes to the possible extraterrestrial origins of religion as we know right now. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
I saw a very eerie reptilian statue. And I don't mean this I'm not being blasphemous. I'm just being curious. That was very remnant Yeah, it was very remnant of well, let's put it up and then we'll see
All right.
what it looks like. Donnie, could you actually pull it up for us?
What's up?
It's
I'm
it's one
sorry.
of the pictures I sent you in Messenger.
Yeah, let me grab it real quick. I was just reading this, and it was $5.7 billion. It was a radar system, claimed to be radar system. It opened October 1st, and it closed October 2nd.
It opened October 1st and closed October 2nd. What the
And
fuck?
what
Hold
did
on,
they-
real quick. I'll pull that picture up real quick. Just look at this real quick.
Why'd they say it closed?
Donnie Donuts is stream joined.
Yeah, let me pull it up. Yeah, what's the reason? Because that I don't know. That seems shiesty.
Yeah. Oh, just a little bit.
Yeah, for real. Let me send this. Oh yeah, see, we got to get into a lot of these pictures.
Mm.
But I'm gonna send them
let
in
me pull
order.
this up over here. Hold on.
Oh my god, y'all just going down. Oh yeah, see, we're about to go in. Hey guys, so listen, this is what we're about to do. We're about to go all the way in. So if you enjoy your current understanding of life and you're comfortable believing that you're the center of the universe, you should probably log off because we're about to go down the rabbit hole and we're gonna expose some things that may have you question what you believe to be true. And if you're not up for that, totally fine. But I would definitely skedaddle before we jump into these things because it's about to go down. Oh, I sent all the pictures to myself. But Donnie, you already got them anyways. But yeah, that place looks so weird.
Right?
All right, so Donnie, look, go to the group chat, right? And then pull up I don't know if you can pull up multiple pictures at once. You can only pull up one, right?
No, I can pull up multiple pictures.
All right, yeah. So let's just go through all of them because I think each one of these is worthy of.
Have you sent them?
I sent them in the beginning when we got into the group chat, and we started sending stuff. There's like a little.
All those. Yeah. Hold on.
But there's one that like really. It's the first one that has a blue background. Let's start there, and we're gonna work our way through these pictures to see what we're looking at.
I wonder if I could just share the. Yeah, let me try to do it this way. All right, hold on. Bear with me for a second.
All right, while he's doing that.
Yeah, I got to save them individually. One sec.
Do we get the actual disclosure in our lifetime or no?
I hope so. I mean, I don't know. What do you think?
Yo, now I'm laughing because the way that you said that is like how I feel on the inside. You know what I mean? Like when I think about that, I'm like, I hope so.
We're gonna get something. I know we are, but I mean, honestly, even if they wanted to teach us all of the truth, it would take hundreds of years for us to digest that shit.
But what if? Oh, see, now we could go down this hole while he's doing that. What if they gave us the ability that they have given to certain people on this planet at one time to live for an extended amount of time?
You know,
at one point, there were people that live for thousands of years.
You know what's fucked up is like I feel like when we're older. I mean, I'm 35. I don't know how old you are. Like obviously, we're around the same age.
Yeah.
I feel like we're gonna live until like 150 or something.
Well, let me blow your mind with this if you haven't already heard this, and I'll blow everybody's mind with this. It's scientifically said that the first person to live forever is probably alive today.
What?
I know that sounds crazy, but yeah, the first person to live.
I feel like that's like a no shit kind of answer.
Yeah.
No, because I'm gonna break it down. I'm gonna break it down. The first person to live forever is alive today, and the reason why they say that is because right now, with current technology, let's say they extend our lifespan, like you said, 50 years. We live to be 150. Within that 50 years, technology is going to also advance where maybe they can extend it 100. Within that 100, it may extend to 200. You know what I mean? So as the extensions keep happening, the person that's alive today will keep enduring those extensions. You know what I mean? So somebody that's on this planet right now is going to live a hell of a long time.
Well, good for them.
You know what I mean?
Not long.
Yeah,
it's gonna be me.
I'm gonna have to agree on that one.
Kill me, man. I don't want to. I did a past life regression yesterday. I saw myself die 3 times.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, so you witnessed your death from lives.
I got eaten by a bear in one.
Oh, snap. Now, does that show up for you in current day? Like, do you do things right now where you're like, oh snap, that's because I died like this before?
I was very rebellious in that lifetime. I was an indigenous person and I didn't want to be around my tribe, so I just kept fucking doing stupid shit that I shouldn't have been doing, and then I got myself in trouble. So I've experienced that in this lifetime.
You're like, I'm gonna ride that bear. They're like, don't do it. You're like, fuck that. I'm gonna ride it.
I bet you question going camping now.
Well, I do have a fear of bears. Like that is something like when I'm hiking or like camping, I think about like, like when I see a grizzly bear, I'm like, oh man, they're fucking scary. So
yeah, facts. Hey, can we go to the picture right before this one? I don't know if you still have it. Did it kick you off?
Yeah,
because we got to touch on this because this is
I think I did them out of order. Hold on one sec.
It doesn't matter. Just pull them up. Whatever one comes up, we'll go through all of them and we'll just touch on them.
Donnie Donuts is screen joined.
Johnny Donuts. Oh yeah.
Oh, it doesn't pull. Hold on. I gotta redo that. My bad.
What's going on?
It didn't.
Why'd you close the screen mad quick? What was on that screen?
No, nothing.
You look like you're sweating over there, bro.
Nah, it didn't. When I clicked on it, it opened it a different page and it didn't show it.
Now, can you blow that up? Now, before I say anything, right? Well, I'm gonna have to say something, obviously, but what does that look like to you guys? Now, I want you to understand that this thing was found this thing is I think 4,000 years old.
Yeah, that's totally reptilian. I mean, look at the fucking head.
Exactly. Now, can we zoom in a little bit more on that?
What section?
Can we zoom in on her chest area?
Are we gonna get flagged?
No, it's a reptilian. Now, do you guys see what she's holding?
A baby.
Now, does that remind you of anything?
Like a mother?
Let me send you one more thing real quick.
Oh God, this better be PG.
Nah, I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna start some trouble tonight, man.
Is this why people wear shoulder pads because it's reptilian?
Oh,
well, I mean that's a diesel-ass shoulder right there. I'll tell you that.
Maybe that's why people get plastic surgery and pull their face all the way back.
Is that why people were wearing those bee's nest hairs back then?
I think so. I think that the reptilians are sneaking their style in everything.
Oh, is she feeding the baby? Is that what you're getting at?
Nah, you're gonna see. I'm gonna send you some. You guys are gonna get canceled tonight. I hope you're ready.
Is that why everybody wears bikinis?
You about to get canceled? Let me see.
I don't know what you're trying to get at here.
I'm gonna send it to you.
Is that humanity suckling off the teat of all reptilians?
Something similar to that. We're gonna touch on it. Hey, you know what it has to do with? It has to do with the 33. Wow. See, I don't know if you guys know about this.
Nope.
You guys ever heard of the 33 saviors of the world?
No, I never.
All right, I don't want to get. You guys want to get in trouble? I don't know. It's up to you.
I don't care.
You guys want to get in trouble?
All right.
Did you send me something?
Nah. I'm about to. Maybe they scrubbed it from the internet because I don't see it.
DuckDuckGo.
Whatever, yo. One of the things I seen, it was like making a comparison. Again, this isn't blasphemous. It's curious. We got to be curious. We got to ask questions. I saw one that was making a comparison between that and the statue of Mary and Jesus, and the reason why I made that comparison is because it came from a book called The 33 Saviors of the World, which basically points out that there's 33 times that the exact story of Jesus Christ has occurred on the planet. You know what I mean? In different cultures and different type of beings and all types of stuff like that. You know what I mean? But a lot of times it incorporates that, what you would call, the what they call it, the Madonna. Yeah. You know what I mean? So we have that. We have Isis. Horus, right? Same thing. You know what I mean? So yeah, that was one of the things that popped up. But yeah, the statue's like 4,000. I think it was 4,000 or 4,500 years old, which is crazy. Go to the next little reptilian guy. Oh, we got to go to the astronaut. And I don't even need to tell you which one it is. You're going to see it. We're going to look at an ancient astronaut. Undeniable ancient astronaut found on the temple.
An astronaut?
Yep, ancient temple. And we won't even talk about why there's dinosaurs on ancient temples, but because we weren't supposed to be alive when dinosaurs were here.
I'm gonna send you guys a crazy picture right now.
Oh, okay, let's do it.
I got in the
And
mission. I got in mission control for the astronaut. So
it came
yeah.
up in my memories. Oh, I hope it's on my phone.
I think it's this one that you're thinking of, Jay.
Donnie Donuts is stream joined.
Yeah, you guys are about to see an ancient astronaut from thousands of years ago. Undeniable. Let's check him out. What? Tell me that ain't a damn astronaut.
Oh,
He got the breathing apparatus right here. Got the headgear on. That's a straight astronaut. But listen, do you guys want to see airplanes and helicopters from inside of a tomb in Egypt?
yes.
There's nothing new under the sun. Donnie, you got that picture too. Can you pull it up? Everything that we experienced has already been here. You know what I mean? Oh yeah, time travelers for sure, back and forth.
I think it's this one.
Yeah, you'll see it's a slab. It has a helicopter on it. It has an airplane, like a jet plane on it. This was found inside of a tomb in Egypt.
I can't find that picture, man. It was fucking crazy.
Donnie Donuts is stream joined.
Oh no, it's not that one. But that one's interesting. Look at that reptilian flying
Yeah,
around having
they
a
were
time.
actually showing that on Ancient Aliens when I was watching it the other day.
Oh, they were showing it on there? Yeah,
Yeah.
that's crazy.
Mhm.
But yo, it wasn't that one. It's a slab. It looks like a slab. It has a bunch of little flying machines on it. It looks like hieroglyphs. It's almost like it looks like a golden picture or some shit.
Golden. All right, one sec.
Burn up, burn up, burn up. Oh.
Oh, this one. Oh snap!
You see it, right?
Yeah, I didn't see it at first when you first posted that, but now I do.
Stream joined.
Let's see. Yo, crazy, bro. Yo, crazy. You see that shit?
Yeah. Yep.
Those are fucking. Look at that helicopter. I'm pointing at my screen like you guys can see it, but you can see it on your screen. There's a helicopter right on the top over here. You can see that clear as day. There's looks like a smooth like Cadillac type of flying machine. And then obviously you got the regular space joint. It got real small, Donnie.
Did it?
Yeah, I don't know. It went away real quick. There we go. Yeah, that's the helicopter right there. That's the flying machine, the other flying machine. You see the one down on the bottom also. So yeah, that's crazy.
There's a lot in ancient art, even the Renaissance, and like there's so much shit. Because I remember I was an art history major, and I would find things all the time.
Well,
Hey, do you remember the Easter Island, the giant heads?
Yeah.
Do you think that there's actually the rest of the body underneath that?
Yeah, there is. They found it.
Did they find that?
They dug it up, and you want to know the crazy shit about it? Those statues actually walk.
What do you mean they walk?
Ashley's like, yo, what the fuck you talking about, bro?
I feel like he's messing with us.
Nah, listen to me.
If I look this up and it's if it's false, right? I'm taking
bro.
over the show.
I told you guys tonight we're gonna talk about some stuff that's gonna like be like, what the fuck? But yeah, the statues walk. Donnie, look it up. I swear. But oh yeah, we got the picture of the Virgin Mary with the spacecraft in the background. You guys probably seen that before.
Which one?
This is like how Ashley was just talking about the Renaissance art. There's a old school like painting. You know what I mean? And it clearly has a UFO in the background of the picture.
Oh, that one. Go back. No.
Yeah, I just saw that one.
That.
Oh, that's the other Ash. Look at that dude.
How old is that?
Astronaut.
Can we get a date on that? Where did you find that?
Actually, yeah, let me go back and get a date on it right now. I'll get an actual
I'm
date.
trying to find something in my phone right now that it came up in my memories. I forgot how to look at my memories.
So the moral of the story, while we're doing all this live research as we're going, right, is that yeah, they said they have bodies now. Jessica said they have bodies now. Yeah, they recovered the bodies for sure. Let me see. Religion. We got to catch up on some of these. I'm gonna get a thing on it. Time travelers, human body. Religion is alien. Egyptian Mexico connection. So many lifetimes. Yeah, 100%. Reminds me of the Cuban Gooding movie with Robert De Niro, Navy guys.
Oh yeah. I know exactly what you're talking about.
No,
Where he was a deep diver. Yeah, he was the African American diver, and he was doing the like the challenges and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I know exactly what movie you're talking about. I can't think of the name of it, but
let me see. Ancient. I gotta get a time on that. Astro. Not.
Shit. I can't look at.
I just tried opening that and it didn't work.
You know what? Maybe we'll allow somebody to come on and join us in this conversation. Maybe they can ask some
I
questions.
can't find the picture, but I literally have a picture of some kid, and it looks like it's in Mexico or something, and he's holding a reptilian head with the head cut off, like a real reptilian alien head. Yeah,
Are you serious?
I swear to God. And I know I have it in my house, but I don't know where it is right now because when I was moving, I found it because I printed it out.
Yep.
And then it came up in my memories like 2 days ago on Facebook, but I can't find it.
Let me see. I got the article on this. Let me see.
We should talk about that one video, the with the Galactic Federation of Light.
Oh, like the underground with Mars and all that?
Mm-hmm.
Let's do it. Should we play the video?
I feel like we should play some of it because I feel like the way that they did that was a total, like, they were trying to make it, not downplay it, but make it something that we can digest easily.
Yes. Yeah. So it was like
Very
here's the truth.
cartoony and lighthearted and hey guys, this is why this might be real, okay? Don't freak out.
Like, hey, little children.
Yeah.
You got a cool
Which
story.
which one is this?
It's the last. I think it's the last video that I sent in the group thread.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me turn off this background I got going on over here, and then we'll watch the video as a group.
It's the one that starts off with the yellow top and it's like Mars almost.
Yes, I believe so.
Space Chiefs make shocking alien.
Yeah, that's it. Yep.
All right, one sec.
You said, was Hitler trying to kill all reptilians? Jesus Christ! I never heard a question like that, but I know that they was definitely working with aliens. You know what I mean? They had what was it? The Bell.
Hitler was really into the occult.
Yeah.
Magic.
Well, people don't even the swastika that they use that came from like Buddhist temples and shit like that. You know what I mean? I actually have like a Buddhist ring and it has that symbol on it.
Mm-hmm.
And someone saw it and they're like, "Whoa, bro, you're wearing that?" That was like, "No, it doesn't. It's not." Has nothing to do with it.
It's like a different
It's
angle.
a little bit different, yeah.
He's like, yo, wait.
Bro, let's see. Here we go. All right, children. It's movie time.
I hope the audio is there. I'm not 100%. Let me know if you guys can hear it.
It's not. You're fired. And you're fired.
You can't hear it?
Nah. There's no audio.
What the heck?
Did you say you could plug it into your mic or something like that?
I'd have to program everything for that.
Oh, all right.
Hold on.
I would try to play it myself, but I don't have screen sharing because I don't know why. It doesn't allow me to.
I'm gonna try it one more time.
You might try to play it from your end.
Me?
Yeah. If you put it on Facebook and then
I
just
put it on my phone.
Oh, actually, well, yeah, you can do that too. But let me see if I can pull it up on this end.
Donnie Donuts' stream joined.
Oh, let's see. Maybe he got it this time.
Yeah, just a few
There it
meters
is.
beneath
You got the audio?
Mars.
Yep. All right, guys.
A
movie time.
cold, lifeless place. Yet just a few meters beneath the surface, a secret underground base hums with activity. American astronauts walk the hallways of this secret base, talking and exchanging research notes with aliens from another planet.
It's
This might
so
sound like the opening to a fantasy novel, but according to one of the most credible individuals in the world, it's our present-day reality. Dr. Haim Eshed is not a backwoods country bumpkin talking about strange lights in the
And they made a
sky,
cartoon.
little
That
green
hurt.
men putting probes where the sun doesn't
What?
shine. He's one of the
Pause
most
it.
respected.
because I'm gonna tell you to pause it while we're watching it because like there's points that is that okay if I do that?
No, that's what we should do. We should dissect it as we go. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So like even the way this guy is talking, it's just so like, hey guys, like here's some really neato information that you need to know. Don't be afraid.
Did he
And
say
then-
bunkin or something? What the hell?
What?
He's like he's no country bunkin.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, because they know the programming that we're susceptible to is
Yeah.
like this guy's a really intelligent guy. He has a really good background. He's somebody that they even said while you're watching it that he never got accused, like something about like he's never had any mental illness or anything like that. Like they had to like really, really like put this guy on a pedestal in order for us to like believe what is going on. But okay. I don't know if there's anything else you want to say, but
No, let's keep going. Let's keep going.
okay.
men in Israel and America both. A former general in the Israeli military, he's also the co-founder of Israel's space agency and considered a national hero for his efforts to launch Israel into the space age. More on that, he's a professor of aeronautics and astronautics and a member of the American Institute of Aeronautics and Astronautics. As far as credentials go, short of being president, you can't get any better. And he has one message for the world, revealed in a shocking interview in early December 2020. Aliens are real and the American and Israeli governments are cooperating with them. According to Dr. Ashed, aliens representing a galactic federation of like-minded species have made contact with at least 2 governments on Earth. The Israeli.
That's crazy that they said the Israeli and U.S. government, because Trump was able to strike that peace treaty that nobody else was able to do. I wanted that to have nothing to do with it. You know what I mean? I wanted to put that shit together. You know?
I was just gonna say that because I heard him say that guy in Israel, he said that Trump knows that he said aliens are real and Trump knows it. That's the only headline that I got out of that when I watched it a couple of weeks ago. And I think I told you about that, Jay. That's when we got on the topic of this.
And he said that Trump was working with the Galactic Federation of Light. Hang on one second. And my friend,
because if I'm not mistaken, isn't that the same exact time that he created the Space Force?
Yeah.
Is when he made that treaty with Israel?
Yep.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
All right, continue.
Israeli and American governments. At this time, it's unknown if other governments are involved and that it's likely Israel's involvement is due to American cooperation, which would mean the other close U.S. allies such as Britain and France are also likely aware of the existence of these extraterrestrials. Don't worry, these aliens aren't here to eat your brains. Instead, they're curious about humanity and awaiting a time when humanity is mature enough to join their galactic federation of allied species who share the ultimate goal of understanding the universe. Well, admittedly, that's exactly what brain-eating space aliens would want you to believe. But according to Dr. Ashed, their intentions are so far peaceful. In fact, cooperation agreements have already been signed between the U.S. and these aliens, resulting in a research laboratory.
See how they're saying that aliens want to work with us to have a better understanding of the universe. I feel like that is a way of showing humans that aliens have a lot to learn too, and that we can work together and connect together. I feel like that's a way of kind of like not downplaying who they are, but connecting them more to us on our own level instead of us being like, oh my God, what do they want from us? Like, how are they going to use us? Are they going to kill us? I feel like because aliens are like that, like ET energy is like that. They are learning as well with humans. So that was something that I caught from that I thought was interesting.
That's pretty cool. Yeah. Yeah.
That is interesting.
And they're not here to eat our brains either.
Not all of them.
Not all of them.
Oh, come on, man. You could have let me live with that.
Just the ones that got the COVID shot.
Yeah.
On Mars itself, where American astronauts work side by side with extraterrestrials, current President Donald Trump, as of this writing, not only knows about the existence of these aliens, he nearly revealed their existence publicly, but was warned not to due to concerns over mass hysteria. Surprisingly, if Dr. Ashed's claims are true, it's the one piece of advice Donald Trump seems to have listened to. So, wait, is this for real? Let's explore the reasons why this claim is likely a fabrication and why it might actually be real. As you'll soon see, Dr. Ashed is far from the only high-level, credible individual to have come out making a startlingly similar claim. First, let's investigate why this claim is likely false. Dr. Chaim Eshed is certainly a credible witness as far as qualifications go, yet he is currently selling a book dedicated at least in part to his claims of extraterrestrial contact. That can't help but cast aspirations on his claim of space aliens. As the old saying goes, it can be hard to trust a man with a book to sell. In both the United States and Israel, though, there's another saying amongst the intelligence communities responsible for both protecting each nation's highest national secrets and discovering those of the enemies. And that saying is that aliens make great cover stories. A US CIA agent once famously said, "I love UFO stories because as long as people look up into the sky and see something weird and they're thinking alien spacecraft, they're not thinking secret US plane." This idea is pretty sound. And the fact is that it now has been proven that many UFO sightings over the years have in fact been sightings of aircrafts such as the American F-117 stealth fighter, the B-2 stealth bomber, and specially modified Black Hawk helicopters used by Special Operations Forces. Especially true when those aircraft are still in their secret design and testing phases and not quite yet public knowledge. The simple truth is that aliens make for a great cover story for secret government programs, and that leads us back to Dr. Haim Eshed. Dr. Eshed has a career in Israeli military, attaining the rank of general. He also helped found the Israeli space program, a vital element of the Israeli intelligence apparatus, as it was largely geared toward establishing a space-based military and surveillance infrastructure. For a country with as many enemies as Israel, a robust space capability is of the utmost importance. While Dr. Eshed may not have been directly employed by Israel's intelligence agencies, he was no doubt heavily in support of them in his duties with Israel's space agency. Given the extremely crafty nature of Israeli intelligence operations, amongst the most legendary in the world, it's not at all unbelievable that Dr. Haim Eshed is merely fulfilling one final task on behalf of the American and Israeli intelligence services: disseminating disinformation to act as a cover story for current and future secret programs. As he has himself stated publicly, he's 87 years old and no longer cares about his reputation. The claims of human-alien cooperation are also dubious at best. According to Dr. Eshed, American astronauts work side by side with aliens in a secret base on Mars, conducting research together. If an alien species is intelligent enough to cross the galaxy and get to us in a timely fashion, then what possible use are humans to them in conducting research? Even their calculators would be smarter than us. Having humans assist spacefaring aliens in research would be like inviting a wild chimpanzee into a research lab to help develop a COVID vaccine. Given humanity's behavior throughout 2020, both scenarios would likely involve equal amounts of poop throwing. But what if the claims are real? Well, there might be quite a lot of factors proving Dr. Eshed's story is actually true. First, we have Dr. Haim Eshed himself, a career military professional, co-founder of a space agency, respected academic, and no history of mental illness or delusions. He served with the Israeli space program for nearly 30 years, receiving the Israeli Defense Award 3 times, twice for technological inventions that remain classified to this day. The doctor is clearly intelligent and possesses a high amount of integrity. Nobody lasts as long as he has in high-security clearance work without impeccable integrity. In short, if anyone was gonna leak the news that aliens are real, then Dr. Eshed is quite literally the perfect, most trustworthy candidate to do so. The only possible way this announcement could have been more believable is if the claim was made by a serving head of state themselves in an official capacity. What we have here is one step short of the perfect witness, which makes it curious that his claims are so easily dismissed. Ask yourself the question, who would you believe if not a man of Dr. Eshed's qualifications? But Dr. Eshed isn't alone in his belief of extraterrestrials. In a 2014 interview with Jimmy Kimmel, former President Bill Clinton said that he wouldn't be surprised if aliens visited the Earth. However, he denied knowledge of actual aliens recovered from Roswell or being held in Area 51. He's hardly the only member of his administration with a belief in aliens, though, with John Podesta, President Clinton's former chief of staff, making his belief in visiting extraterrestrials very public. But much as his former boss, stopping short of confirming any knowledge in government involvement. Two of the most shocking claims of aliens visiting Earth, however, come from political leaders in Canada and Russia. In 1997, Kirsan Ilumzhinov, head of the Russian-controlled Republic of Kalmykia, said that he was shocked to discover a hovering UFO right outside his balcony. The aliens flew Ilumzhinov to space and showed him the truth about UFOs. His claims prompted a bit of political panic in Russia, with some questioning his fitness to remain in office, though curiously some of Russia's Duma members were concerned with the potential leaking of classified state secrets to alien beings, and asked for a direction on how to properly respond if approached by extraterrestrials. Perhaps even more shocking, though, might be the revelation of one of Canada's former defense ministers. Until today, the highest-ranked state official to reveal the potential existence of alien life on Earth. Serving from 1963 to 67 as a defense minister for America's polite top hat, Paul Hellyer shocked the world during a speech at the University of Calgary. Mr. Hellyer claims that aliens have been visiting Earth for thousands of years, and perhaps unsurprisingly don't seem particularly impressed with humanity. According to him, the aliens' chief critique of humanity is that we spend entirely too much time fighting each other, spend too much money on our militaries, and not enough on feeding the poor and helping sick people. According to Hellyer, aliens even walk amongst us, with up to 80 different species visiting the Earth, and some looking so human that we don't even notice. The good news is that most of the aliens seem to be benevolent and concerned over our previous use of nuclear weapons and that we might use them again in the future. Generally concerned over humanity's future, the aliens are waiting for humanity to mature before sharing advanced technology with us. However, several species have outright hostile intentions that we need to be wary of, though he declined to share any specifics on those evil aliens. Both of our previous figures have been painted as crackpots in the media, but our next witness is a real American hero, and one of the few men to ever set foot on another heavenly body, with man-made technology anyway. Astronaut Edgar D. Mitchell is famous for landing on the moon and helping save the lives of all aboard the Apollo 14 mission as it descended to the moon's surface. However, in recent years, he's also come out with claims that aliens are not just real, but actively involved in monitoring mankind. Unlike other leakers, Mitchell, however, stopped short of claiming close cooperation between aliens and world governments, and has never claimed to have met one himself. Instead, Mitchell claims that his experience in both the U.S. Air Force and NASA put him in contact with many individuals all telling the same story. UFOs have been closely monitoring humanity, and especially its nuclear weapons. In fact, he believes that their goal has been to avert a nuclear war between the US and Russia, or then the Soviet Union. Mitchell's claims aren't solitary either. Over the years, dozens of nuclear facility and nuclear missile silo security, maintenance, and launch personnel have come forward, all claiming to have witnessed UFOs over nuclear facilities, and at times even shutting down nuclear missiles. In fact, the writer and researcher of this episode, having been former military and with a high security clearance, can confirm multiple sightings of UFOs over a nuclear facility, though has to stress that these were true UFOs, as in unidentified flying objects. Not necessarily of an alien origin, simply unknown. Something seems to be out there, but whether it's alien or not remains undecided. Certainly evidence is mounting, however, that somebody on Earth is flying craft with unusual flight characteristics, as shown in now multiple videos declassified by the US Navy of their aircraft in pursuit of UFOs. But if these craft are truly alien or not remains unknown, though perhaps Dr. Jaime Shed has had the answer all along. The true mystery, however, might be why a man with such impeccable credentials as Dr. Ashed is willing to risk his reputation on such outlandish claims.
Okay, that was a lot. That was a lot. But
I feel like I was in school watching like a
No,
documentary.
yeah, that's what I feel.
For real. But yeah, so I mean to unpack that, holy shit. But yeah, you know what's interesting when you talked about the dude that went to the moon? I don't know if it was him or somebody else that said when they got to the moon they saw some shit up there. And that's why they never went back.
Mm-hmm.
Like they saw some ship like on the edge of like a crater or some shit. And that's why they got out of there and they never went back to the moon. But never went back. You know what I mean? But I would say never publicly went back. But I think something we got to keep in mind too, like with this whole Mars shit, the reason why it makes sense to me that we're up there right now and probably are underground and doing whatever the hell's going on over there is that we're not just gonna go to Mars. Like, you know what I mean? It's not like they're gonna be like, hey guys, guess what? We're going to Mars for the first time and we're gonna bring these cameras and see what's up there. No, they're not gonna show us what's up in Mars, you know what I mean? They're gonna go there first, they're gonna check it out, they're gonna make sure everything's kosher, they're gonna figure out what they want us to know, what they don't want us to know. You know what I mean? And then once they get all that orchestrated, then they'll say, hey, guess what, guys, we're gonna go to Mars for the first time. And they'll stage it to look however it's supposed to look. But I mean, we're already up on Mars. We've been on Mars. You know what I mean?
I've always been curious why we went to the moon once but never
I don't
back
think we
again.
have. I think that's cool.
Ooh, so let's go because now that opens up something here because I'm not what's the word? I'm not 100% that we didn't go, but I'm also obviously I'm not 100% that we did go. I'm like in between because of different things I've seen. So why do you say that we never went?
Oh, I didn't say that we never went. I'm saying that.
Oh, I thought you said I thought we did.
No. I don't think that we went just once.
Oh.
Yeah. No.
Got you. Okay. Yeah, because they say you guys go to the dark side of the moon. Supposedly there's like cities and all types of shit up there. And have you guys ever seen
I
the
don't
moon?
think the moon is like really a moon. I think it's like a Death Star.
Ooh, well, let's talk about that.
All right, let's calm down because
No.
you know what? I like looking at the moon at night. I don't want to know that this thing could kill me. Okay.
You got to know what the moon is because did you know that the moon is hollow?
Yeah, didn't you say it echoed when they hit it with something?
So
they threw a hammer in the sky and hit the moon, and
They flew something at the moon, and when that shit hit the moon, it rang like a bell.
Yeah, because it's fake. I
Yeah,
don't think it
it's artificial. It was put in orbit. That's probably where they're monitoring us from.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's like a big observation deck or some stupid shit. So you guys have fun looking at the moon from now on. Just know somebody's looking
I
at
like
it.
looking at the moon, but I question it. You know,
Yeah, for sure.
there's a lot going on the moon that we don't know about either. I don't think that they've only been there once. Like I don't believe any of this. Like I don't believe that. I feel like they're doing all types of shit that we don't know about. You know, like traveling to all these different planets, and I feel like there's like alien cities out there. Like they're just passing us by. We don't even know. Like look at those guys. They have no idea.
Yeah, they have no idea we're out here. But it's almost like how can I put it? Like a friggin' like a ant probably has no idea, like couldn't conceptualize.
Yeah, but
You know what I mean?
doesn't that make you feel a little insulted? Like I feel insulted when they try to tell me that there's no aliens and we only went to the moon once, and like, are you trying to insult my intelligence? Because I don't believe any of that shit.
Yeah. I don't what's the word I'm looking for? If you said like, does that insult me? The only reason I understand that it's meant to insult me, but it doesn't, because I understand why they're doing what they're doing. Because if we knew, if people found out who they actually were, all of this entire system would crumble in one day.
Mm.
You know what I mean? All of this shit about, waking up, going to work 9 to 5,
Yeah.
paying thousands of dollars to some school that you're gonna pay student loans forever on. You know what I mean? All these things that people consider to be life would be that would be it. It would be over. So when they tell people like, oh, they're not telling people about aliens because it would cause mass hysteria. No, it would cause mass awakening, mass freedom. You know what I mean? And that's what they're scared of. It's like, yo, if these people actually knew. Oh, actually, you know what? Let's talk about that, because what it really boils down to for me when I think about this is that they're basically just harnessing our energy with the system that they got set up.
Yeah, of
You know
course.
what I mean? So it's like, yeah, you know what I mean? They're just harnessing our energy and shielding us from the actual world. You know what I mean? They got us like we're like batteries, you know what I mean? That's running their system. And most people never get an opportunity to see like actual life, like real life, you know what I mean? And what's really out here and who they actually are.
That makes. I was actually thinking about that today, because I was thinking about how, when people are miserable and they don't like their lives, they have no energy, and that's always a big problem with people, and we never talk about it. Energy levels, like how, most people, they can't like get through like a 5-hour day without feeling like shit when they get home. And like for me, I'm like, dude, I can work like a 13-hour day like nothing, but that's because I love what I do.
Mm-hmm.
It's not even work to me, so I feel like a lot of like when you have low energy level, it's because you're not living the life that you want to live, and then it begins to affect your health.
Yeah.
And you also feel like people age a lot too when they don't like their, like, I'm 35. I feel like I don't look like I'm 35.
Yeah. Yep. Like some people I went to school with, when I see them out and about, I'm like, damn, this person looks mad old. Like,
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it's like, yeah, you could tell like the quality of life. People wear the quality of life like on their physical, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, and I feel like that's the thing, and like that's what I teach a lot with what I do is stop fucking living a life you hate. You're giving your energy to shit that does not care about you at all.
So how do we bypass the how do we bypass the simulated world and tap into the actual world?
Stop being a bitch.
Well, no, I mean,
Stop living a life you fucking hate. Realize aliens are real. Like, fuck everything that you learn. Throw it all away. Throw it in the fucking garbage.
He's talking directly to you, Donnie. Okay, all right.
I mean, I don't know how to say it any other way to people.
No, that was very direct.
Because I'm just like sick of hearing people complain about their lives, and it's like,
it's as easy as just make a decision.
It's fucking make a decision to change it. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah. But I mean, I think what I always tell people, people, well, actually, somebody told me this. It's that strong people rely on their strengths and weak people rely on their weaknesses. So all these weak people, they don't want an answer. They don't want a solution. They want to complain because that's all they have. Like, you know what I mean? If you fix their problem, what do they have? Like, you know
They
what I
don't
mean?
even know what to talk about.
Yeah,
Stop.
there's nothing left.
Yeah, there you go.
Exactly. So you just, I mean, just gotta leave them where they're at.
Well, I was talking about that in one of my lives with Jess. Oh God, it was like a few days ago, like last week or something, about like we were talking about women's relationships and how like a lot of women when they get together they talk shit about other women because they don't know what else to talk about.
Mm.
You know what I mean? It's like one of those things. And like when I'm with my friends, it's like we talk about what we're doing and we talk about like, because all my friends are in the field that I'm in.
Yep.
So we talk about that stuff. We don't talk shit about other people all the time. Like that's just, I feel like that's another part of the programming is what everyone else is doing. Exactly. You know what I mean? Like look at what everyone else is doing and how stupid they are and like they're losers and this and that. Like, no wonder why people don't believe in fucking aliens. You're too worried about what fucking Sally down the street is doing. She don't like, what the fuck does it matter?
Exactly.
It's true.
Exactly. Let a spacecraft touch down in your backyard and see if you still care what Sally's doing.
Yeah, right.
Bro.
Let's see what you start talking about then.
All right. So listen, I think there's so much that we could talk about, and I think we did talk about quite a bit.
I gotta find that picture.
Yeah, no, I gotta see that.
Dude, it's real. It's real. And the head is like this big.
Oh, snap.
It has like no nose. It's a reptilian face. It's got fangs. You can tell the head's cut off. Like some kid's holding it. And some like little girl is like poking it with a stick.
Yo, that's crazy. Oh, snap.
It's like they killed this fucking reptilian and they're like parading it around town.
Hey, what channel did you share this live to?
I shared it to the regular Facebook, Ashley's page, and then also the Coach Brown page. So it's going on like 3 different pages right now.
But I don't know. Is it still up?
Yeah, it's still up. Yep.
I don't see it on your page. That's why I'm asking.
On my page?
On the Coach Brown one.
Oh, really? Let's see. Let me check it out.
I just hoping they didn't pull it down.
Oh, maybe.
No, I think it's on my page. It says your video is blocked and can't be viewed by others.
Does it say that?
Yeah.
No way. Come on.
Yeah.
We're not live right now, dude. Because I noticed the comments stopped.
Wow, they got us. The infographics show blocked your video because it may contain content they own.
Oh, maybe that one video we played?
Yeah, because we played the damn video.
Damn.
Yikes. But you know what we could do?
What?
I'll download the stream.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll cut that section out and then I'll repost it.
All right.
That way it's up, you know what I mean? But we just got to.
I was like, there's no way nobody's commenting right now. That comment was from 9:05. It's now 9:25 and nobody said a word.
But you know what they'll do? Sometimes they'll check it and they'll be like, oh, like whatever, and they'll like let it through, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
I was just noticing because I was like, I looked at the comments and I'm like, So I went on your page and I was like, I don't see the video on Coach Brown, and I went to UnCut and I didn't see the video and I'm like, did he post this?
Yeah, no,
because it says that we're live on my page, but it says your video is blocked.
It says 0 viewers, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll friggin' on that note, we'll call it a night. And hold on, let me end the stream here. But just in case they
hold on, don't end it yet because you can download it. You said, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So let's get a good outro right now, and then when you download it, that way you can put it up as a video.
Yeah. So yeah. All right. Cool. So much we did talk about, so much more we could talk about, and I think we'll have a chance to go a little bit more in depth. You know what I mean? As we go forward, but I think it was a great show. We talked about some great stuff. We had a lot of comments. Do you guys have a good time? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All right. So next week, next. Did you get a chance to touch on the tablets?
Not yet. I gotta.
You got the video? I sent a video thing, and it has like the audios in there. So it might be easier. It's in the group message.
Okay.
it's like a YouTube link, and it has all the audios to it, so that might be easier. So if you're
Oh
just
wait, someone just hit me up and said the live is still going.
really,
Yeah.
what the hell?
I'm confused.
This is so confused because they blocked
I
it.
can't see it. I
Maybe
can't see it from
block
any
it.
pages.
Maybe
just-
people can't comment because it
Yeah,
says on
maybe.
my page.
Yeah, no, it says I'm live, but it says nobody's watching. This is so weird.
Oh. It's the aliens. They're fucking mad.
Oh, facts. We're out here trying to expose them.
Oh, she said we can't comment.
Oh, okay, that's what it is. All right. Well, with that being said, we appreciate all you guys.
No, they got mad about the moon.
Exactly. Anything? All right. So, Ashley, take us home, and then we'll catch back up with everybody next week.
Mhm.
Anything you want to leave us with?
Fuck the moon.
Yeah, we're definitely getting shut down next week too.
No,
guys,
aliens are real.
and you know why?
Aliens are real. I mean, I don't know, man. I feel like if you can't believe in beings that are above human intelligence, there's no expansion for you. That's what I truly believe, is that you really need to start tapping into the unknown and believing in what the human eye can see in order to have real expansion.
Facts. All right, guys. That concludes tonight. We'll be back next Monday again, the three of us, and we'll be touching on the Emerald tablets. So I'm excited about that because, woo, yeah, you guys are gonna see. You guys are gonna see. Emerald tablets gonna change your life. I promise. Other than that, we are out of here. Donnie. Word.
Word.
All right.
I'm scared to look at the moon and find out about the aliens living under the ground. Thank you guys. I appreciate this. I won't be sleeping for a week.
Just open your window and stare at the moon tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I won't do.
And wait for them to come after your adrenals.
I'm not a fan of this anymore. If I'm sick next week, you know why.
All right, peace.